What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Morning Monitor for, what's it? Wednesday, April 19th, 2017. I am your host, Josh Peterson, along with the...
Travis.
Hoodie. So I guess... Hoodie. Very well. All right.
And yes, we did plan on wearing red today.
Yes, this was coordinated.
Yes.
In case you needed to know. All right, well, actually, before we get into entertainment stuff, there's some exciting news in music. Tell us.
Before we get into entertaining stuff, let's get into entertaining stuff with music. Paramore dropped their new song on us like a bomb. So if you're a fan of Paramore, go check it out. It's called Hard Times.
Dude, Misery Business was my jam.
Yeah. I would say this one's a little more... It's more poppy.
It's got kind of a Sting and the Police vibe to it, or like 311 kind of. It's got this, the steel drum sound.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. But it's fun and it's good, and we've been waiting a while for this, so it's nice. They played it on the radio, so I didn't hear the same 8 songs today. I heard a 9th one.
Exactly. So
yeah,
gotta deal with it.
It's fun. Paramore's cool.
Paramore is cool.
Josh is leaving me.
Alright, I can never remember if I pressed record on the buttons. Alright. But we are recording, so you guys are watching that. You just watched me get up and make a fool of myself.
Yes.
So,
we did. Together.
Okay, real quick. I was surfing on the internet last night, and I came across something called the Ludacris conundrum.
You can surf on the internet?
Literally surf. Just got my laptop when it sat on a surfboard and did some surfing on the web,
Yeah.
That's
rad.
This someone, it's just a weird website I stumbled up on. I don't know what I'm trying to say here.
Okay,
It's one of those not chat rooms, but boards. Advice boards, or not advice boards, but this is like a question board, forum. A forum, that's what I'm looking for.
Yeah.
And this guy brought up the question of, in the first Fast and the Furious movie, they played the song I Got Hosed by Ludacris. Okay, and in the preceding movies, Ludacris plays Tesh.
Yeah.
So, in the Fast and the Furious universe, does Ludacris exist?
Whoa.
Right? Doesn't that blow your mind?
Because he would have to be...
He can't be Ludacris and Tej at the same time.
I think we have a Hannah Montana situation going on.
So while he's not hacking computers and conducting jet ski races, he's actually a rapper.
He's actually a rapper, but we don't know.
Okay,
his best friend doesn't even know, and then finds out and is really offended that he never told. It's crazy.
It's a double life. Dude. Just something for you to chew on a little bit.
I never watched Hannah Montana. I did, with my sister though, and by myself.
I mean, there's obviously some pent-up guilt about this. But this is a judgment-free zone. This is a judgment-free podcast / YouTube video. Okay, well, let's jump into our first story here. This one comes from IGN, and is by Alex Osborne. Avengers 4, Kevin Feige confirms Spider-Man appearance. Feige. While only implied before, Marvel Studios President Kevin Feige has confirmed that Tom Holland's Spider-Man will make an appearance in the 4th Avengers film. According to The Hollywood Reporter, Feige confirmed the web-slinger's involvement in the 2019 ensemble during a group talk at Marvel Studios headquarters in Burbank, California. Avengers 4 will be followed later in the year by a sequel to Homecoming, and according to Feige, that's as far as it goes for now with regard to Spider-Man and the MCU. Feige also addressed Marvel Studios' lack of involvement in Sony's upcoming Spider-Man spin-off films, which include one focused on Venom and another featuring Black Cat and Silver Sable. We had a very particular plan about Spidey himself, Feige said, but didn't elaborate any further. So, while it's possible that Sony and Marvel could extend their deal to feature Spider-Man additional MCU films, the current agreement between the two studios will come to an end when the second Solo Spider-Man film debuts in 2019. So, what this is just a cluster of
Spider-Man
potentially
stuff.
Bad decisions in Spider-Man stuff. It's not enough that they murdered Spider-Man twice.
Yeah, okay.
I loved Andrew Garfield.
I did too.
By the way,
I did too.
But Tobey Maguire, me.
You know what? Could live without it.
This has the potential to be a train wreck, though. So once Spider-Man, so they're making these Venom and Silver Sable. First of all, who wants to watch a Black Cat Silver Sable film? That's just one of those things that. It's not because they're women. This has nothing to do with the whole feminism
it's it's
argument.
The Black Cat.
It's just because they're characters who aren't interesting without Spider-Man in the story.
It's true.
And I can see Venom being okay, but
yeah, I agree with that.
What they're setting this up for, assuming Spider-Man doesn't stay in the MCU past 2019, is what it's.
Why
like,
do we keep doing this with Spider-Man?
Are they going to integrate him back into the Sony universe, or are they going to make it so he can keep crossing over? If so, what's the tone going to be? Because these films, Venom and Silver Sable, are going to be rated R. So how is Tom Holland's Spider-Man going to fit into this? Or are they just going to eliminate the Spider-Man character altogether when he goes back to Sony and recreate one again?
Oh my gosh. I don't know what's going on behind management situations, but why do they keep switching Spider-Mans? Do you know?
I don't know. Originally,
it bugs me. I just want to watch.
Read.
I mean, not Toby. Sorry, bro.
Andrew Garfield.
I'm not.
Maybe they're gonna bring Andrew Garfield Spider-Man back.
I
we don't
freaking hope.
But I know originally Andrew Garfield was offered the part of the MCU Spider-Man, and he turned it down so that he could do other projects.
Okay.
Because if he would have signed on to do that one, that would have
been the rest of his life.
Because look at Tom Holland's already involved in Civil War.
Which was Avengers. Come on, let's be honest.
Homecoming, Avengers 3, 4, and so that would have signed him on for 5 more movies.
Civil War, Minor Avengers.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was a micro Avenger movie.
It's Avengers Light, pretty much.
Yes, it's Avengers Diet.
Diet
Avengers. Yes. It's still bad for you, but you feel like you're better.
You
feel like it's healthier.
Consume it. It's healthy for you. So yeah, I mean.
I mean, cool. I'm interested in watching more Spider-Man movies with actually Spider-Man. I don't have anything against the new kid playing Spider-Man, Tom Holland.
Yeah, he's not bad.
He's not bad. I don't think that. It's just that I would like them to stop switching people on me. It kind of culture shock. It's
a culture shock, but. The biggest issue here I have with them axing Andrew Garfield from the original. I know this is old news. It's probably something you can surf the web and find.
We really like to surf out in California.
Yes. But yeah, my biggest thing, at least with Tobey Maguire, we got like a pseudo ending to his story, a pseudo trilogy.
Yeah.
At least the trilogy ended and there was kind of a happy ending.
Kind of.
Sort of. But with Amazing Spider-Man, with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, they created this universe that was genuinely interesting to me. I liked the character. I liked where it's going.
Yeah, and then it was like, oh, well.
Yeah, I liked the dark tone, and then they just disappeared just like that. It set it up for all these great things.
I cried in that movie.
The death of Gwen Stacy?
Spoiler, but you should know.
Yeah.
It was like, oh.
Oh.
And then I lost it.
It was really well done.
It was really well done.
I don't know why the reception was so bad. Maybe it's because they tried to put too many villains. It's Spider-Man.
There was a lot coming out all at the same time.
They were trying to set too many things up.
Yeah.
And that's one thing Marvel has succeeded at, is adding things into their films that are supposed to lead to other things without making it feel overcrowded.
Oh, boom, 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 all this stuff's dropping.
Boom.
Like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. All right. Our next story is...
Ooh.
Here.
Are you Asian?
Travis has this one.
Do you play games? Are you not Asian, but you still play games? Or is this only Asian?
No, it's coming to the Asian Games, as in the Olympics.
I know. Okay, the Olympic Council of Asia to bring esports to Asian Games. What does this mean to you? If you don't play esport games, probably nothing. Your Olympics will get slightly more electronic. So basically, this means they're bringing in like Wii Sports to the Olympics.
Motion gaming.
Motion gaming. I'm sure this is from IGN.
Yes.
Yeah, and just, you know.
There's that font to it.
By Hope Corrigan, I think I said that right. In a combined effort between the Olympic Council of Asia and Ali Sports of China, esports will be making an appearance in the official program of the 2018 and 2022 Asian Games. Due to their incredible popularity and growth, competitive electronic sports have been added to September's OCA Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games as a demonstration sport, and are slated to make appearances at the 18th and 19th Asian Games. The 2018 Games held in Jakarta and Palembang, Indonesia, will showcase esports as a demonstration sport, which has been a stepping stone to becoming an Olympic event for sports such as baseball, tennis, and taekwondo. Now, is that esports? Baseball?
Esports, yeah.
So baseball, tennis, and taekwondo. If you're just like, yo, my me character is the best at tennis, then sign up. I don't know. You could be on the USA esport tennis team. I didn't even know there was taekwondo.
Is this like how like obese people can compete in the Olympics? Like you can.
I don't know.
Not,
They're
not
trying
obese,
to compensate.
But like, yeah.
Were we hashtag offended so much that we couldn't play Wii Sports in the Olympics?
We're offended. No, I mean, because you don't have to do any actual training. You just get to play. You just get to play
That's
video
awesome.
games. Like,
could you imagine getting a gold medal?
But
for tennis? You don't run in tennis.
No, you don't.
You have a joystick, right?
So how's that going to look on TV? Because usually you see people like sweating on television playing their sport, and then
now
how's this one going to work? Are we going to have like, you know how we used to have the trav cam down the corner?
Yeah.
Show them actually
like
doing things on the screen. We're going to show their me character. Who wants to sit there and watch people play video games?
Oh yeah, it's going to show them moving and then the screen of the sport and then them moving in the corner.
Yeah. Who wants to see that? Who wants to see that? What is happening to the world?
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they could bring some. I don't know. I think it'd be cool if like maybe it was like VR gaming. Somehow
have it be its own thing.
Yeah, don't put it in the Olympics.
Don't put it in the Olympics, because that's stupid.
Make a esports gaming like thing.
I get that you're trying to appeal to a bunch of
gamers that
or groups or whatever you want to say. That's why rock climbing's now in the Olympics, but
which is cool.
But at the same time, like I don't know. It just
do we need it in the Olympics?
Do we need motion gaming?
Do we really need to send people that represent our country to go play esports?
No.
Like, oh, we beat you in esport tennis.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, we beat you in taekwondo and baseball, so what's up? Like,
no would be my official response to that. We don't.
Will I watch it? Yes.
Just for the novelty?
Just because, like, why not?
For giggles?
But I'm probably, yeah. I mean, alright, let's move on.
Alright.
There you go. That name again.
Alright, we're back on the Marvel circuit with more news about Kevin Feige. And things that he said.
He says a lot of things.
This comes from IGN. He does say a lot of things. This comes from IGN. Marvel Studios boss Kevin Feige discusses Batgirl and Joss Whedon and Josh Brolin playing Cable and Thanos, and if Marvel will make R-rated films. This is by Alex Gilyadov.
I mean, have they not already?
I'm just saying you have an easier name to pronounce. Yeah. That's what we're getting at.
Alex Gilyadov.
All right. So Marvel Studios and Disney won't be making an R-rated comic book movie anytime soon, according to Marvel Studios president Kevin Feige. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, Feige revealed that despite the success of Fox's Deadpool and Logan, Marvel will continue to focus on only making family-friendly comic book movies. In Feige's view, the reason Deadpool and Logan were successful wasn't because of their R ratings. My takeaway from both of those films is not the R rating, it's the risk they took, the chances they took, the creative boundaries they pushed. Feige said that should be the takeaway for everybody. Feige was also asked about his take on Thanos star Josh Brolin playing Cable in Deadpool 2. film being made by Fox and not Marvel. Brolin playing two different comic book characters for two different studios isn't an issue, as Marvel and Disney don't have anything written into our contracts about other roles that people can do. Indiana Jones and Han Solo are the same person. It hasn't been a problem, Feige said, and I think Thanos and Cable are two very different characters. Before it was reported that he'll be directing a solo Batgirl film for Warner Brothers, Avengers director Joss Whedon called Feige to discuss his new directing gig. He called a couple months ago, which he didn't have to do, and was super cool of him and super nice of him, Feige said. According to Feige, Marvel couldn't be more supportive of Whedon's decision and would love for his Batgirl movie to be awesome. Alright, so... there you go. It's just pretty much what it is. You're not...
So...
Those of you who are hoping for a R-rated Marvel film, you're not going to get one. And... while Deadpool and Logan were very good, I think Marvel's got a thing right now, and they're doing pretty well with it. So you will not be seeing... I mean, maybe later on down the line, because they always backtrack on things eventually, but I think that Marvel has a pretty good thing going for them. Whether it'll survive past Avengers 4 with Tony Stark and
I'm going to get hate mail
Captain
right now.
America.
You're going to get hate mail due to me. My whole life, I had no idea. Like, this just clicked, and I feel awful.
Huh.
Han Solo and Indiana Jones are the same person.
Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Travis.
Oh my God, dude. Well, here's the thing though. Here's the thing. I don't religiously watch Indiana Jones.
Okay.
I've seen it like half of once.
I can get that from the point that you just don't watch it that often.
I don't watch it. I don't. And like I hear some good things. I hear some really bad things about different ones.
They're classics though. You have to watch
They're classics, so I do need to watch them now, and I have more motivation knowing that Han Solo, Harrison Ford is Indiana Jones. But holy crap, dude!
Right? Doesn't that just change your world?
That makes me actually want to watch them. So
go and watch them. See, this is what I tell people.
That's why I was on my phone. I'm sorry, I was searching it up to confirm.
Yeah, to confirm it.
Cause like that's big news to me. Like that guy's rad.
To me,
okay.
The Indiana Jones films are like Back to the Future. I tell people, I'm like, you have to watch them at least once. Would I recommend you buying them? And are they the best movies in the world? No. But you do need to watch them at least once.
It's like it's okay. It's like you have the original trilogy of Star Wars. I still say you should watch the newer 3.
Yeah.
Were they the best?
No.
No.
But should you watch them?
Yes.
Yes. It's just one of those things. All right. So as for Josh Brolin, he's playing Thanos.
Yes.
So he plays Thanos, and he was given the role of Cable in Deadpool 2. You know who Cable is?
Mm-mm.
Cable is from the future.
Okay.
And he's been in a lot of X-Men comic books.
Can you record your favorite TV shows?
Like future DVR?
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of TVs were destroyed in that timeline.
Probably.
But, anything's possible. But, so Josh Brolin was hired to play Deadpool, or play Cable in Deadpool 2, and people were asking, how's that going? Is there some sort of contract stipulation? How's that going to affect him being in the Avengers? The thing is, with Cable, he has the potential to play the character extensively, whereas with Thanos, he signed on for 2 more films, and that's the end of his contract. And you can honestly, if you look at Thanos, you can't even tell it's Josh Brolin. You can't even tell. He's got so much makeup. He's so CG heavy that you don't even know it's him. So all you're really getting is his voice. So good for
Voldemort.
you. Yeah, Voldemort. And it was Ralph Fiennes, I think is his name.
I don't know the guy's name.
He played.
I saw the guy's normal picture and I was like, whoa.
Yeah, he was.
You're a normal person.
He's in G.I. Joe, and he's in the newest James Bond movies, the last 2. Anyways, yeah, it's just. Yeah, congratulations, Josh Brolin. We're fans, or I'm a fan at least. And as for Whedon doing Batgirl, I think maybe that's what DC needs, because their movies have not come out of the gate so strong. So maybe with a director that actually knows what they're doing, things.
What if Batgirl has Batman's voice?
Ooh.
I'm Batgirl.
I'm Batgirl. Where's Harvey Dent? Can you imagine that? Do you think they would do something
I imagined
like
a petite woman with a mask sounding like
she just has a voice.
Holding someone by the throat.
Yeah.
Where's the trigger?
Jeez. I don't know why they got to do that with Batman. Like, I think that... Okay, never mind. I don't want to bring in the George Clooney Batman. It's not a good comparison. But, yeah, alright. So there's that. You can do what you want with it.
I'm Batgirl.
Let's see, where are you off
And it's girl, it's not Batwoman.
Batwoman.
So it's like a young girl.
Batgirl. I don't know. Is there
I'm
a Batwoman?
12-year-old girl.
Bat teenager. Alright, our last story.
Okay, so last episode we talked about something interesting. Was it by Polygon as well?
Yes.
Polygon informed us that something was canceled, and we were a little upset.
A certain classic Nintendo system was canceled.
The NES was canceled, and we were like, why would you do this? It was doing so well. People liked it. Okay. Anyways, so that was canceled. New thing. SNES. Super Nintendo. Classic Edition is on the way. So they canceled the NES to bring upon the SNES soon after. The information came out a day later. So, yeah. I mean, you want to read that?
Here, we'll go through it real quick.
I guess we should.
Eurogamer is reporting that an SNES Classic Edition is on the way to replace the recently discontinued NES Classic Edition.
Very recent.
The SNES Mini, or to continue Nintendo's official branding, likely the Nintendo Classic Mini Super Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a mouthful. Is currently scheduled to launch in time for Christmas this year, Eurogamer states. Development of the device is already underway. Our sources have indicated the sourcing is thin, but the release of a Nintendo Classic Edition is one of the possible, if not likely, reasons we came up with for the discontinuation of the NES Classic Edition. Nintendo has enough classic systems and games to keep each release smaller than demand, guaranteeing artificial scarcity in headlines for years. The hardware of the NES Classic Edition was already overpowered when it comes to emulation, giving the included chips plenty of room to emulate other systems. If you're not fluent in the world of ARM-powered systems on chip, isn't everyone though? The NES Classic Edition hardware is a lot more powerful than an NES, and it's even more powerful than a 3DS, we explained. While it surely doesn't have to be this powerful, the market-based realities assure that buying a new chip at volume will be cheaper than designing a custom chip or something with less of a market. Eurogamer also has a decent track record for Nintendo rumors detailing neat aspects of the Nintendo Switch. Back in July of last year, that turned out to be accurate. While there aren't many details about the SNES Classic Edition hardware given the story, the source of the rumors give them a bit more weight than they would have coming from other outlets or sources. So what would we like? Okay, blah, blah, blah.
Basically, they're saying the SNES is replacing the
Nintendo,
NES Classic Edition.
Screw you. Seriously. Why? Why do you need to do this?
Hashtag offended.
Tell us. Hashtag we're offended. Why do you guys gotta be such massive jerks? Like, why? This is stupid because, okay, what did it say right here? Nintendo has enough classic systems and games to keep each release smaller than demand, guaranteeing artificial scarcity in headlines for years. You guys are jerks, honestly. Like, why would you do something like that? You're gonna create another system that people stand outside for hours waiting for, and they won't even get one, and then you're going to...
I have a friend that waited like 7 hours for the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
Even the last Classic came out during Christmas, and there are people like lined up around Toys R Us, and they sat there for hours, weren't able to get one, and then not only does Nintendo not help them get one, but they don't put it back in stock for freaking months, and it's like, why do you create something like that to make people hate you? I hate you. I hate you, Nintendo. Nintendo, you are like the schoolyard bullies. You know, you're like, you come to school with like these new toys, and you're like, you let everybody play with them except for, no. You only let like 4 or 5 people play with them, and everyone else just has to sit there and watch or like, be sad about it. So.
And he's sad about it.
Nintendo, you suck. That is me saying you suck. All right.
Hashtag Josh is offended.
I'm offended. Because this is stupid, honestly. Like, why you discontinue the Nintendo Classic, which was selling, which people wanted, and you didn't actually put back in stock.
That is dumb. Come on.
It came out on Christmas, and they put it back in stock a month ago. Now they're having this Super Nintendo Classic
to bring out this new one.
See,
how long is this going to be here?
It's going to be the same thing. Going to be the same exact thing because Nintendo is fighting for relevancy.
It's true.
I can't stand it. I don't. It's stupid. It is stupid. You guys are stupid. And this is going to be the same thing. It's going to sell really hot around Christmas, and people aren't going to be able to get it anymore. And then they're going to discontinue and then come out with like the Nintendo 64 Classic Edition or something like that.
That'll be fun.
But see, the thing is...
If you get
correction. These Nintendo Classics, there are other companies that make stuff like that. Like my Sega Classic, it was made by a separate company, but you can still plug in old games into it. My original theory was that the Nintendo Classic was being discontinued because they're coming out with the Virtual Console on the Nintendo Switch. Oh. And so you wouldn't need one anymore because you can just download all those games. That'd be cool, but Nintendo are being a bunch of jerks and...
Because you can get old PlayStation games on the PS4.
Oh yeah, for sure. You go to somewhere like Book Off or eBay, like you can find anything you want to. But it doesn't make any sense to me. This is stupid. Like I said, it's stupid. And
upsetting.
Very upsetting. So that completes the news for today.
And the rant.
And the rants. Sorry, we got a little heated there.
We got a little hashtag offended.
For a moment. Hashtag offended. All right, so this has been the Morning Monitor for
Wednesday,
April 19th of the year 2017. We will see you guys next time.
The year of offense.
Oh, also, please subscribe to us on YouTube. Let us, make even if you don't watch it, at least makes us feel good about having subscribers. Follow us on Facebook at Humannequin Media, Twitter Humannequin Media, and stay tuned. We got a lot of other great podcasts coming at you too. Thanks a lot.
Check out that Paramore song. Help them out. They don't need it, but
they don't need it. We would play it, but we would get in trouble.
Yeah, we can't play it.
Yeah, we can't play it.
I mean, we could probably play it.
We could. Nobody's technically stopping us from creating our own cover.
Yeah.
I could put on a red wig, and Travis could play guitar. And, we're in the business of creating misery for your senses.
That would be very miserable.
Yes, for everybody.
To us people that can feel things, it hurts.